Hello y'all, welcome back to another video on Haytopia for City Skylines 2. Today, I'm going to be expanding more of the area like I did in episode 10. Well, I talked about doing it in episode 10. I didn't actually expand the area. This loading screen is taking a little bit. What other tabs do I have? Okay. There we go. I was also looking, so this river here goes straight out into the sea. I also need to build a cargo ship port here somewhere. So I'll work on that in a future episode. And I'll also build one over here. Over here, however, I'm going to also create a busway to the other part of the city. That way the workers from here can work over there. First I want to see, can I put bus lanes? Oh, I can. Well, that is very good. I'm not going to put dedicated bus lanes, but I will put bus lanes in some spaces. So I'm going to put a bus lane right here. Another one here. Another one right before this roundabout on this part. It'll then come down the roundabout and take a right here. It'll then come down again. To here. Doesn't seem like it's a great place to have a bus stop. Because it'll come on this right lane. So I'm going to wait till it gets all the way down to here. And then they can just do a left turn around. Can go across. I need to better design over here. So I'm going to upgrade this portion here so that it can have a bus lane, or have a bus stop, and then it can come around Okay. What, that makes those houses? Okay. Well, if it makes those houses not able to work, that is a... Unfortunately, it's a them problem, not a me problem. I don't think I ever finished the bus lanes over here properly. So I'm going to put those in too. Ah, wrong way. Put the bus stop here and there, and then come around over here and go to here and there. For the train station, it'll go around. It can merge into here. Turn it off. Take this, make another off. Around, over this way. Into here. Or just after the roundabout, it'll stop. Come back around. I'm going to relocate this to the other side. That way it can go around and up, back into there. Let's build a few roundabouts, or not roundabouts, let's build a few busways. This new bus thing that I just built will be for the white tram lines. And I can have both electric and non-electric buses. I'll get 11 buses on that thing. And then over here, I can put a train, or I can put the buses to go to here, around, this way. I don't know why I decided to put it there. Back through. And then up. This will be part of, I guess not the red city. I'll delegate this place to be orange. This should have been orange, but I didn't think about that, so this is just going to be orange over here. I will then make it free. Put as many buses on it as I can. And have it like that. I also know that there's not enough workers over here. And that problem needs to be fixed. So I will begin making a bus round, or busway, around here, down to there. Goes that way, down to here, up to here, up to here, and up to here. And up here will be the Yellow City, which is what it should be. Or not Yellow City, but Yellow Town. I also do need to make a district for this. So this is going to take a turn to there. We're then about here. I'll make some dedicated lanes for it, where that'll then have to merge over to here, where it can take an up road here and connect in with this space. It can go right this way, up to here, all the way up this way, and then down here, and then it'll loop around in the industrial area to go here, here, and then it'll go back on this lane, where it'll take this road continuously. So I'll put that lane dedicated for it. I'll widen this to a 4-lane road. That way. It'll then take a left turn here. That way. Which should work. Assuming I have no problems. So I can start to fit up this area now. I don't know what color this zone should be. I'm thinking that I could do it black for all the smoke and stuff. And like smog that the factories will produce. Or I could do it brown. Well, no. Not brown. Ooh, this is challenging. Just choose a color. I think I should just go next in the color palette. So, I could do like a washed out red. Like a darker red. Yeah, like a maroon next to the red city. And like red and yellow city. Do a maroon, that might work. And just so y'all know, there's like no reason for my color choice. I'm just kind of choosing whatever color seems somewhat fitting. No car access? What do you mean no car access? This is just... Oh, bus station. I thought that said bus depot. Y'all know that person is like the greatest technician that's ever lived. Yeah, that's me. Greatest City Skylines player that's ever lived. I'm not the greatest technician that's ever lived. No, that's a different channel. Hopefully this works in the way I'm thinking it will, and it doesn't just use this. If it uses this highway. Wait. Why didn't I just make it... Hayden, why do you do it like this? I could have just made it use this highway. Instead of thinking about all the infrastructure for here. Alright, well now I gotta remove all this. Alright. So now I can just have it use the highway. And if, well, I'll see what it chooses to use. So this one will come through here. Connect. Here. Around. like that. And then I can have it come this way. Alright, this new bus line I just built can be for the dark brown area, that darker red area. So free 31 buses. That's a lot of buses. Alright, let's check and see how it goes. What's the bus route? Oh, so it does use that. Alright, good. Let's see. So it goes straight through. Takes those 2 lanes, like I predicted. So after they merge in here, I'm going to give it a little time, and then the bus lane will start. I may change out the bus lanes, or like remove and add bus lanes, depending on how I put in intersections. I'll just continue this to here. Add in a 4th lane. Downsize this to 3 lanes again. No purpose in a bus lane there. They'll merge. Then about here's when I'll start my bus lane. Back up. It'll end on the bridge so it can turn through here. Not doing that. That is a very sharp turn for the buses to use. Then about here, I'll start again. Continuing. Oh. Why did it not render the bridge? Or the bus lane? There we go. Oh, I got it. A little rough on the interchange right there, or in the intersection right there, but it's fine, it's fine. Fire. I just put helicopters in. Where's the fire? Oh, there we go. Yes! The helicopters worked! That was the main purpose of these dams. To create... slow down water flow and create spots for that. See, where it widens is where it slows down. So I could put another hydro there, but I think I'm done for that, at least. I did think about maybe making like a straight through here, and then putting a dam there, so most of the water will still go this way, but some of the water will speed up, hit the wall, and generate lots of power. But that was, I wasn't so certain on that. So I'm going to get to developing here. I don't like these turns think I could have done much better. So what I'm going to do here is just make a very challenging road to drive up. And then try to use, of course it has to do that, alleyways to connect these up. And for whatever reason, it feels like it has to break all the grid squares. Because why not? Alright, I can put in... Oh, I can't see very well. That is an issue. Can't really see where all this is supposed to be. The train lines below. So I'm going to speed up time. Wonder, can I, like... time of day. Is there a way I can just like throw forward the time of day? How do I adjust? Fog, atmosphere. It's a lot of things. Can I just, like, not go through all the time of day? Let me just quickly... Oh, no. Where is it? There it is. I just click escape key. Gameplay. Day-night visuals. Cancel. Options. Day-night visuals. Engage. That backfired. I'm getting 64,000 people here. In my, not my stream, in my city. That's a lot of people. What is it mostly? Mostly adults moving here. A lot of seniors. Interesting. I do need to start putting in more, like, hospital care and stuff. I also need to get my water situation figured out. Because right now we're just pumping it from all of these things there. But it's kind of a cheat. So what I need to do is just start chugging all the water out of here. Wait, better idea. I can move these downstream. I should move them downstream to about here. So I can put them on that. And then the water can still flow through the dams. But then once it gets to here, because because these are only slowing down the water flow, but then letting it go back through and speeding up a lot from the vertical drop. But this will actually just take the water out of there. I don't know if that's how it works in game, but I can test. Now, my only question is, can I route this bridge under the road? And it appears it's not. Come on, Afu. Maybe if I, like, mold the terrain. To keep the water out. And then do a slope from here up. Maybe? Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Can't quite tell from here. Ooh, I can put in a transformer and get larger power from the local stream up here, for the local dam up here. It's a lot of water powering through there. Alright, how many jobs did that supply? What kind of what kind of labor do they need? Employees? So I need a lot more uneducated people. So for now, we'll open taxes. And remove tax benefits for educated people. Just so it's a little more encouraged for you to be uneducated here. Which isn't great, but that's what these spaces need. More poorly educated people. Completely uneducated people, though, I think no one employs. So we'll just tax them. So everybody becomes poorly educated, at least. I'm going to, I think this is, oh, this is European water front. I'm just gonna remove all this. Alright, I think this will let the drain, or the water drain out. I'm trying to, like, mess with all the terrain here, so I can get the water to drain out faster. want to mess with it too much, though. Oh my gosh, can all this water just go out? It is time for all this water to go. Go on, get. Let's see. Brush strength, 100%. Brush size, lower. Alright, with the game paused and all the water gone. Please, under. Bridge. Come on. Oh no, not enough clearance? Temporary sacrifice. You know, I could literally route it through a different way, which is what I think I'll just end up doing. Because it's becoming really challenging, and I think I'm just messing up all the terrain. Yeah, I'm just messing up all the terrain. So let's put it to terrain maximum. And I can soften the terrain out. I don't see how that's disconnected. There you go. I do feel better about having an actual, like, land connection to it, though. So I'm gonna see, could I possibly fit... So let's just see, can I route... Why does it have to flood water? No, I do. Oh my gosh, and that breaks again. Ugh. Hey, the daylight's here now, so I can at least do this part. I'm gonna snake up the mountain more. 11 is pretty rough terrain, but not the worst. I'm gonna just get all the way over to there. And just have this whole area mapped out. Alright, time to do some more mountain climbing. It's probably going to be a very hilly and bumpy road, so let's check it out so far. So going up that, not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. Here it raises up just because of how tall that gets. That looks like a strong stretch of road. For the most part, it's just up, down, up, down, up, and down. You know, I wonder how long this goes. 11.2. Okay. That's not the length for the road, that's just the steepness. Okay, plus 8%. I'm trying to get it up further. Because I know I can. So there's a lot of road up here that's usable, actually. The people who are like who move into here is gonna be like, who decided that it was a good idea to put our house on the top of a mountain? And then they're gonna look at me and I'm gonna be like, hello. I could definitely fit more houses up here. Maybe not over here, but like up here, definitely. The only problem is reaching over here. Which is where I think I then have to just go into the alleyway. Get really skinny roads. And use that. Hey, I'm going to put a little town center up here. This will be a center. That'll be like a main street. There'll be like an alley behind it. Yeah, up here this is going to be a nice little space. I'll put half European, or put half European there. North American here. I will have, fire station, police station, a larger post office up here. I just accidentally removed all the European space. Oops. I'll put something in the North American space now. I'll have a small medical clinic. I'll extend this down further, so I can have slightly more European space. So those will be the town center up here for the top of the moon. Now I gotta figure out how to scale this massive, like over here, easier, but going down that's harder. There's no way that's... Ooh. Going to make a... a steep decline. $18 of decline. That is very sharp angles. Like, even for my standards, that is a sharp angle. Alright, there we go. Schooling over on this thing is going to be a little more challenging. I'm just going to try to keep going with this. Let's see. I've got this here. Oh, alright, I already made it to this side. So now I'm gonna just keep going. So now I gotta fill in all this space here. First, I'm gonna create this into a new district. Right before Hayden Road. And then down this way. Up here. This road will be the new dividing space. Hayden Road is not to be owned by any one district. It's like it's not meant to be in a district. Other roads can be, just not Hayden Road. Alright, there we go. Let's see, so here, no bicycle. I'm just very scared that somebody's gonna be riding their bicycle and fall into the river and get shot down through a spillway, or go down these steep hills and just like fall or something. I would like to do a combustion engine ban, but a lot of people up here will be most likely like hill folk, and also I think it just doesn't really matter to me. Gated community. Heavy traffic ban. Yes. Recycling. Speed bumps are less of a concern because you're going to have to kind of go fast on these roads, or going fast on these roads would be easy. Alright, and then I'm going to build a this new area I'm building over here. That is going to be very, very large. Well, hold on. That'll be part of a different town. I can edit this to be larger. This is going to be its own thing, though, up here. Alright, that's gonna be the new area. Up here, definitely no bicycles. It's gonna be a gated community, heavy traffic ban, recycling. And then school for here is gonna be a little challenging. I think I'm gonna put it down on this road though. Hopefully there's less people, or not as many people go to school. That sounds terrible. Hopefully that this will be enough for school, but I'm gonna add more so more people can go to school. Mailboxes will be in place. Telecom here is going to be a little challenging because of all the mountains and stuff. But I will do my best. So this is going to be a North American zone. Alright. I've got this zone to be North American. And I'm going to let this kind of just build up real quick. So, put a montage of all this developing. Wow, it takes a long time for these buildings to build. So I'm probably gonna end the simulation speed at 8 times. And it took that long for them to build. Oh, it's not even done yet. That's just crazy. I'm gonna build a main road through here too. This is really going to be a big zone. So I got to build a branch off. It's going to go middle through. So I think I can connect, let's see. I'm going to try to follow this large road, and I'm going to make this a parkway. which means it'll be a normal, let me read the definition out. I have them in my phone. Alright, so parkway is a blend with driving society. Smooth traffic, scenic traffic with landscape medians, trees, grass, fewer intersections, and it's like a little nicer. It's supposed to have a median though. So I can just go back through and add a median in. And then I'll follow this. Whoa, I just got super turned around here. And then I'm going to have this thing just straight up. But with more turns. That way people are safer. So I'm not going to go above 7. So let's dial it back down a little bit. So I'm going to dial it back down a little bit. Try to get the point to like 6.9. There we go. Now I just got to spin it around. And then there, it's going to be steep. Oh, thought I saw a little hitch. I'm recording. Correct. I'm going to finish this parkway, and then I'm going to end the episode. My computer is starting to heat up and lag a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see that. Alright. And I will see you guys in the next one.